At this time, it's my honor to begin the program and introduce our Mayor of Camarillo, Kevin Kildee. Please help me in welcoming the Honorable Kevin Kildee, Mayor of Camarillo.
Good afternoon and welcome to the State of the City address. Again, I'm Kevin Kildee, the Mayor of the City of Camarillo, and I want to thank all of you for taking time out of your busy schedule to attend here. It's a beautiful day in our great city. Each of us here today has a connection to Camarillo, whether we live here, whether we work here, or we play here. When I think of Camarillo, I think of a well-run city with a balanced budget, beautiful weather, a strong sense of community, and I take great pride in sharing with you today the many wonderful things that are happening in our city. Okay, I know my fellow council members have been already announced, but I want to thank them. It's a privilege to serve with these members of the City Council. They're great council members and they're even better people. On behalf of the city and all of us on the City Council, I want to thank the Chamber of Commerce for hosting this event once again. We really appreciate our partnership with the Chamber and our collective goal of making Camarillo an even better place to do business. We support business in Camarillo. Few things that they do, from the business at breakfast presentations, to ribbon cuttings, to recently launched business survey to its members. The Chamber is continually checking the pulse of our business community and providing our local business with opportunities for engagement and support. So with that, we're proud to declare that our budget is strong and that we have a AAA bond rating for 7 consecutive years, somewhat unheard of in the state of California. We're very, very proud of that. Also in June, the City Council passed a $179.7 million structurally balanced budget. Overall, the city's financial position remains in excellent condition. The city is committed to sound and conservative financial policies that ensure the city's fiscal sustainability, while staff implements best practice to ensure the city's fiscal goals are met. Our general fund, which you hear a lot about, revenues come from many different sources, the most prominent being property tax and sales tax. Shop Camarillo, right? As mayor, I am pleased with the staff work has done to bring us a balanced budget, one that maintains our street in excellent condition, provides high-quality safety services, and provides funding for community service and programs. We have a very livable community as a result. We have several residential projects under construction right now. Aldersgate mixed-use project on Ventura Boulevard in Old Town with 23 apartments above 6,000 square feet of commercial. 11 of the apartments are now occupied, and Cafe Facel has moved in on the ground floor. Look for more interesting food vendors to join Cafe Facel in the coming months. We're really excited about this. New townhomes are under construction at Lewis Road and Mike Losa Drive. Mike Losa actually started El Tocolote restaurant, and he's a big, big part of the fabric of our community. This development will complete the Village Gateway project that includes a 450 Andorra apartment and an 87-unit Park West townhomes. Residents are moving in on the first phase as we speak. Shea Homes is currently grading on the former portion of St. John's Seminary. This 55 and older community will include 281 homes, a public trailhead for the Cayugas Creek Path, a private trail over a mile long, and 9,500 square feet for a recreational center. The waiting list for this one is filling up fast as seniors are looking to sell their two-story home for single-story homes in this gated community. Springville continues to move forward with construction. Ford Property Company has constructed a 103-unit affordable senior apartment project. And they are currently constructing a 163-unit apartment development as well as a mixed-use project consisting of 50 apartment units with 6,000 square feet of commercial space. And KB Homes is currently constructing a 130-unit townhome development. Oakmont Senior Living Facility is currently under construction in the Village at the Park across from Rancho Rosal Elementary School. The Senior Assisted Living Facility will provide 85 beds, and 25 of them are going to be dedicated to memory care. The project is expected to be completed in November. Even with the growing number of housing units being built, there is still a demand for housing that is affordable for those who call Camarillo home. The city-owned lot at 2521 Berry Street was purchased with federal community development block grant funds, and then was sold to Habitat for Humanity for the purpose of constructing 2 affordable low-income homes. Habitat for Humanity held a groundbreaking ceremony this past April. The site has been graded and block walls have been constructed. Vertical construction will begin shortly. This project will be a great addition to Berry Street and makes good use of a long neglected property site. The city also recently purchased the former Stock Lumber Supply property at the corner of Berry Street and Lewis Road, across from the El Tocolote restaurant. The buildings were demolished to make way for a 75-unit affordable housing project that will be developed by the Area Housing Authority and mini mansions. The project will contain both rental and ownership units, including a portion of the rental units for those with special needs, which we're really, really proud of. The Hotel and Conference Center site at Las Posas Road and Ventura Boulevard will add a new hotel rooms and conference space. The $5 million storm drain reconstruction was completed in June, and grading for the hotels, there's 2 of them, an Embassy Suite Hotel and a Home 2 Suite Hotel, should begin soon. When completed, this hotel and conference center will consist of 277 rooms, banquet seating for 750 people, a 10,400 square foot of retail space, and 15,500 square feet of restaurant space. The Cracker Barrel restaurant and retail store is under construction at the Camarillo Promenade, just across from Ventura Boulevard and from the hotel and conference center site. Grading is completed and building permits have been issued for this much anticipated restaurant. Over 30,000 people saw our Facebook post earlier this year. We expect opening of Cracker Barrel in February of 2020. It's making me hungry. The former Coco's restaurant on Daly Drive was demolished in March to make way for Water Drops Car Wash, which I may add will use recycled water in this operation. The site has been graded, utilities have been installed, and vertical construction is expected to begin soon. We also have had many successes this past year in our efforts to revitalize Old Town. In July, 2 private development projects were approved at Glen Drive and Chapel Drive, just down the street from St. Mary Magdalene Chapel, facing Dizdar Park. On the southeast corner of that intersection, a new rental apartment project will replace the current private parking lot. Kitty corner from that, the existing one-story commercial, which at one time, those of us that can remember, was the old Daily News building, will be demolished to make way for a three-story mixed-use building consisting of 1,300 square feet of commercial space on the ground floor and 12 apartment units on the second and third floors. The city is also leading revitalization efforts on two of its own properties in Old Town, the former fire station and the former courthouse sites, both of which are proposed for demolition and redevelopment. The city has hosted 2 community workshops about these sites and plans to host another workshop later this year. We hope that our efforts to engage the community on the reuse of these properties will result in a public space that the whole community will be proud of. Also, several capital projects have been completed recently that add to the beautification of Camarillo. Santa Rosa Road Parkway improvements were completed in July, cleaning up poorly vegetated areas with new drought-resistant landscape. The Camarillo Public Landscape Improvement Project replaced distressed trees and landscaping, improved drainage in various locations, and expanded the patio area behind the library. And the Camarillo Ranch House parking area project added accessible parking and lighting on the west side of the property near Camarillo Ranch Road. The city has always made it a priority to keep our streets in good condition. Each year, the city performs asphalt overlay and resurfacing of city streets in accordance with its 7-year pavement management plan. The city has an annual budget of $5 million per year for our streets, which includes approximately $1.2 million from the much-needed SB1 funds, which comes from the state's new gasoline tax that you see every time you fill up at the gas station, and hopefully all of us here are filling up at Camarillo gas stations, right? Yes. After 25 years of studies, planning, hearings, revisions, and regulatory approvals, we have hired a contractor to build the groundwater desalter. And we will be breaking ground next week near the corner of Las Posas and Lewis. The total estimated cost of the project, including the treatment plant, 3 monitoring wells, 2,000 feet of water pipeline, and engineering cost is $66.3 million. However, will be offset by a minimum of $20 million in state and federal grants. Construction is expected to be completed in late 2021. This project will produce 3.4 million gallons of high-quality water treated at the source for City of Camarillo water customers, significantly reducing the amount of costly imported water from Northern California. This has been worth the wait. We contract also with RATP to operate Camarillo's transit system, which provides local and regional transportation services with a dial-a-ride and a fixed-rate route, including a free trolley. We also enter into a program with the Ventura County Transportation Commission so that college students can get free rides to school. Our trolley, believe it or not, has been in service now for 5 years. It averages 5,500 rides per month a number that has remained consistent since the beginning of this service in 2014. The city delivers over 400 million gallons of recycled water each year to the village at the park, Caneo Mountain Cemetery, and farms surrounding the wastewater treatment plant. Plans are in place to increase recycled water use with the construction of a 1 million gallon reservoir, replacing the need to use more expensive potable water that can be used for drinking, cooking, and hygiene. The city of Camarillo has about 13,700 water customers covering the westerly area of the city and serving about 46,000 people. The rest of the city is primarily served by Camarosa Water District and other water companies. Our water division issued its annual water quality report in June, demonstrating that the city of Camarillo continues its long tradition of delivering high-quality water to its customers that is clean and is safe. The Camarillo Police Department serves and protects over 69,000 residents and visitors to the city, staffed by members of the Ventura County Sheriff's Department under the contract with the city. The Camarillo Police Department has staffed 55.75 sworn positions and 8.75 non-sworn positions, providing detectives, traffic, special enforcement, and community resource services. In addition, the Sheriff's Department provides police services to the unincorporated areas. That includes Somas, Camarillo Heights, and the South Coast, spanning over 130 square miles, all from the Camarillo station. Many Camarillo residents also benefit from the many auxiliary services provided by the Sheriff's Office, including the Air Unit, SWAT, Bomb Team, K-9 Unit, Major Crimes Narcotics Investigators, the Drone Team, the Tactical Response Team, and the Equestrian Patrol. These resources are available 24/7. Camarillo PD has a very strong volunteer corps comprised of the Disaster Assistance Response Team, citizen patrol members, and explorers. These folks provide an immeasurable benefit to Camarillo Department and the residents of Camarillo, helping to make Camarillo, for size of our city, the 25th safest city out of over 400 in California. We're very proud of the job that they do. For the last 3 years, we've experienced a decrease in crime. For the first 6 months in 2019, we have continued to experience a drop in crime. We believe that contributing factors for these decreases are due in part to aggressive enforcement, intelligence-led policing, which targets prolific offenders, increases probation services, and shares information with investigators from other stations concerning sophisticated crime groups from out of the area, and increased use of technology to prevent and also to solve crime. Expanded community outreach and education to prevent crime and crime victims have also contributed to the police department's success. This slide represents the crime stats for the first 6 months of the year. Overall, UCR Part 1 crime is down 8%, violent crime is down 39%, and property crime is down 4%. The two numbers highlighted in the red represent where we have seen a slight increases. there were 2 more residential burglaries for the first half of this year, and the rape category increased by 2. But in 10 of the 11 reported rape cases, the suspect was known to the victim in some capacity and no criminal trend is present. Burglary and organized retail theft crews continue to be a challenging crime trend throughout Ventura County. The Camarillo Police Department has diligently pursued these organized criminal groups. This strategy for investigating and preventing these crimes, partnering with other law enforcement agencies to identify and arrest suspects, gathering evidence and ensuring successful prosecutions, and using various social media platforms to gather and disseminate information about suspects. Crime trends and prevention, and conducting community outreach hosted by the PD's Community Resource Unit on prevention, security, business, and residential, and personal safety. Camarillo PD has established a zero tolerance for those who commit crimes in our city. And this philosophy has had a significant impact on our ability to increase our effectiveness in keeping Camarillo one of the region's most desirable communities in which to live, work, and to raise a family. The Camarillo Police Department is doing its part also in taking unused, expired medications off the street so it can be safely disposed of. For over 10 years, a disposal bin has been available 5 days a week in the police station lobby during business hours. You can also take pet medications there, and they will be disposed of. Twice a year, the PD, along with members of our volunteer group, visit Leisure Village for medication collections to accommodate that senior living community. This continues to be a very successful program. The key to any success in fighting crime is community involvement, and Camarillo residents have been a great partner by reporting crime or suspicious behavior, taking steps to protect their homes and businesses, and getting directly involved with the neighborhood watch programs or signing up for nextdoor.com, where information is shared that helps keep our community safe. We certainly could not do it without the community involvement. In addition to these strategies, the Camarillo Police Department offers the following community policing programs throughout our Community Resource Unit that increases our public outreach. Coffee with a Cop, classes for safe driving and crime prevention and parenting, neighborhood watch meetings, home and business security assessments, citizen and student academies, classes specifically designed for our aging population on scams, identity theft, and personal safety awareness. This is accomplished with the great help of our many volunteer groups as pictured in this slide. Our schools consistently receive high ratings, and we are proud of our relationship with the Pleasant Valley School District, the Oxnard Union High School District, and the charter schools here in Camarillo. The success of our students is essential. They are the future of our city, and we pledge to continue working collaboratively with our schools to ensure that our students grow as productive citizens and future leaders. We continue to coordinate with the Pleasant Valley Recreation and Park District on the Senior Community Center. And we have partnered with PVRPD this year to provide the summer concert series with crowd-sourced music, food trucks, and information booths. Overall, the summer concert series has been extremely well received. We're proud to have a successful growing university in our backyard. Camarillo is the only city in the county to annually provide funding for the university's scholarship program. Our good relationship with CSU Channel Islands continues to grow, and we are excited about their new academic programs in engineering and nursing education. We appreciate the university's efforts to grow their arts program and look forward to seeing the rollout of their solar array project. CSU Channel Islands is a fantastic resource for our city to seek talent from these young graduates to fill the professional business and servicing of our needs in our community. The city provides many important community programs that service and contribute to a high quality of life that we enjoy in Camarillo. The Camarillo Public Library provides many resources, programs, and expertise in a public space where all community members, regardless of age, culture, or income level, can come together and connect and learn. The Camarillo Public Library has many fun and inspiring community events each week that can be found at CamarilloLibrary.org. The Russell Fisher Business Collection purpose is to benefit the business community and the residents of the greater Camarillo area. The business collection is dedicated to informing and educating and sharing knowledge to help business, entrepreneurs, and professionals thrive. They offer not only books and resource material, but helpful lectures, seminars, and events as well. The city sponsors a variety of services to help residents and businesses thrive in our community. The city provides multiple opportunities for our residents to dispose of their unwanted items through our ever-popular shredding events, e-waste events, and the monthly household hazardous waste collection events. We offer toilet replacement for residential and commercial customers, as well as savings through our landscape retrofit program. The city has replaced over 2,200 toilets, saving over 2.7 million gallons of water each month. The landscape retrofit program upgrades irrigation-controlled sprinkler nozzles and drip irrigation systems. A total of 77 million gallons of water has been saved by these programs over the past 3 years. If you're interested in saving money on water, you owe it to yourself to call the Public Works Department to get more information about these programs, and they're free of charge. We provide services to meet the growing needs of our community, including housing rights, workshops, senior transportation fairs, programs, and resource guides for senior services, and an annual guide for affordable housing opportunities. In May of this year, the city began live streaming city council meetings on the city's YouTube channel. Shortly thereafter, we began live streaming planning commission meetings. This provides another opportunity for us to make these meetings more accessible to the community. You can access the live stream feed from the city's homepage at cityofcamarillo.org. As we look to the future, we consistently position ourselves for success. Camarillo is committed to a proactive approach to economic development. We're focused on business retention and entrepreneurial growth in order to strategically position ourselves for future economic success. Last year, the Camarillo City Council approved an economic development strategic plan to help guide the city's efforts towards furthering economic vitality within Camarillo. The plan provides the strategic framework to guide the city's economic development policies and programs for the next 5 to 10 years. The plan is intended to be a dynamic document that relies on the participation of a diverse group of businesses and community members to achieve these goals. We're in the process of finding our new economic development manager who will drive the plan's implementation. We are committed to the future of the children in Camarillo and continue to support programs that encourage their enrichment and their engagement. KidStream is an interactive children's museum which is currently renting the community room of the former Camarillo Library building on Ponderosa Drive. The museum offers instructional exhibits, classes, and events intended to engage and teach children about the joys and benefits of science, technology, reading, engineering, art, and math. KidStream is in the process of fundraising to purchase and renovate the former library building and provide a top-notch children's museum right here in Camarillo. We are taking steps to ensure that our infrastructure is solid and that our capital improvement projects stay on track. City staff is in the conceptual design phase for reconstructing the Camarillo Hills drain under the very busy Las Posas and Ventura Boulevard intersection. At the end of 2019, we will begin replacing sidewalk, curb, and gutter on both sides of Daly Drive between Las Posas and Calle La Roda. The project includes street overlay improvements on Daly Drive and tree replacement to create a clear path to travel to meet ADA requirements. The sidewalk has been damaged by tree roots from adjacent pine trees. The trees will be removed during the project, and replacement trees have already been planted behind the sidewalk by the private property owner. Staff is also in the design phase for a new flood protection wall along the easterly and southerly boundaries of the city's wastewater treatment plant. Both projects are planned for fiscal year 2021-22. During the drought, the city lost approximately 250 trees. We will be replacing these trees over the next couple of years, beginning in late 2019. Planned capital projects include developer-installed traffic signals on Ponderosa and Earl Joseph Drive and Camino Terra Santa in Springville near the end of the year. Yay. Paving Earl Joseph Drive from Ponderosa Drive to Las Posas Road construction is anticipated in early 2020. And adding bike lanes to the Pleasant Valley Road from Las Posas to 5th Street Construction is anticipated in 2021. The city is working with Caltrans and Ventura County Transportation Commission on various solutions to the congestion within the Camarillo on the 101 freeway. The city's efforts are in the very early planning and funding stages. The city of Camarillo is transitioning into district-based election. Residents were encouraged to learn about the districting process and provide community input at a series of 5 public hearings that were held from February through June of this year. The council established 5 districts. 2 council members will be elected by district for the upcoming 2020 election year, and the other 3 will be elected by district in 2022. 2020 also brings with it the census. Camarillo has been participating in a complete count committee and will assist in outreach efforts beginning in October. The key message here is that we want to drive home is that the 2020 census is that everybody counts. And for every person who is not counted in the census, we lose out on a significant amount of government funding opportunities for our region, including social and medical services. We are eager to begin the census outreach and education process and join with our county and community partners to ensure that everyone is counted in 2020. Camarillo is moving forward in a positive direction. We will continue to look for the future on how we can and must position ourselves by continuing our current offerings of programs and services while setting the table for Camarillo's future prosperity by making our city an even better place to work and to play and a wonderful place to live life. We are here to serve you, the residents, to continue to make Camarillo, in my humble opinion, the best city in the county. Thank you for being here, and I'll answer any questions if anybody has any at this particular time.